Hey, thanks for joining us today. Live Music Nation podcast. I'm your host, Jake Gill. Today we are with Roy Nichols from the Nichols Ranch Orchards. They host a cherry festival and an apple festival every year. Roy, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Roy, give us a little background on you. Where did you grow up, and talk a little bit about your career?
I grew up here in La Luz, New Mexico on our ranch. It's a family business. Lived here till I was 18 and then went off to college and stuff, and joined the Marine Corps, and was in the Marine Corps for about 10 years and served as a lawyer. And then I came back home to help with the farm and start these festivals.
Fantastic. That's quite the change, right?
Yeah.
What was it that pulled you back to the farm?
Change in life, change in pace, get back to that simpler, closer to the land life, and then just continuing the legacy. I'm fifth generation on the farm.
For sure. What made the festival start?
Well, for the last 60 years or so, there had been a cherry and apple festival nearby in another town, High Rolls, and the people that were doing those had gotten old and weren't going to do them anymore. And so people came to my dad and asked him if we were interested, and it's something that we'd been wanting to do, just to add a different business model to our farm and get more people out there and something to have fun with. So so we ended up taking it over and learned a lot of lessons along the way.
Sure.
The first one out the gates had a lot of issues, but it was still successful, and I've just been building on that. This will be our fourth year doing it.
Very good.
Coming summer.
All right, so tell the listeners, describe it for them. What does a cherry festival look like?
Well, we bring everyone out to the farm. We park them in a cow pasture, and we have about 80 to 100 art and craft product vendors, and about 20 food truck vendors.
There you go.
And then we have live music going on, beer and wine garden, and then the central theme of it is cherries. So we have everything cherry. People can come pick their own cherries. We have cherry cider, cherry jam, cherry pie, and already picked cherries. So anything people want with cherries, they can get.
You're getting us excited. You're getting us hungry. All right, so I'm just picturing this. You said everything cherry. How about a seed spitting contest? You guys have that?
We have not implemented it yet. We've talked about it.
Name it after us. Name it. Call it the Live Music Nation podcast cherry spitting contest. I'll send you some bucks. We'll sponsor it.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
That's cool. Okay, so what differs between your cherry festival and your apple festival?
They are virtually the same, other than the fruit present. Instead of cherries, you'll be picking apples and have apple themed products and stuff.
Very good. And I'm assuming that's solely based on the season of the fruit, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about this. You did this as a business model motive, but you gather a lot of people from the area, the community, and bring a lot of vendors in that are not from the community. Talk about the importance of having people together, and if you've noticed any heartwarming impact moments. Like obviously this is a lot of work, and it's not easy, and you wouldn't keep doing it if there wasn't a reward in it for you. So give me a couple of ideas and moments where you just know in your gut that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, for sure. One example that hits on that is families that we start seeing come year after year, and it becomes a tradition for them, and it's something that they look forward to. It's something that the community is proud of and looks forward to. We also did this through COVID and all the weirdness and bad things that were going on with that. And we ended up, we didn't have it the first year, but we canceled it. But the next year, this was something that sometimes it was the first thing people had done in a long time. They'd been cooped up in their houses and they were just happy to get out and feel normal again. And that was something that we were happy to be providing.
That makes sense. Let's talk about family for a little bit. Your parents, you moved away, you went to the Army or the military. You went to law school. I'm assuming you practiced for a little while. Was there any talk of you coming back to run the orchard and work in the orchard, or did that just kind of set in your heart and call you home?
It was off and on discussed, but there was no expectation that I do that. It was just where my life took me. I felt called to come back and be a part of it and help it continue.
Yeah. What about you? Your future, your children? What do you hope to see for the orchard?
Don't have kids yet, but want to start soon, and definitely want to continue the legacy and build this for generations to come.
What about the guy behind you on the floor there? Is that your dog?
Yeah.
What's his or her name?
That's Yogi Bear.
Yogi. Does Yogi get sick when Yogi gets into the apples and the cherries, or do they just stay away?
No, he'll eat whatever's on the ground. So
that's what I figured. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, 2 questions I always ask in every: the best concert you've ever seen your entire life?
I went to a Red Hot Chili Peppers show in Vegas once. That was really awesome.
No, that would be fantastic. Okay, you could bring one act to the Cherry Festival and the Apple Festival, dead or alive. Money's not an issue. Who would you bring for your ranch and your orchard?
I'd probably bring Reckless Kelly, a band.
Oh yeah.
This is their last year touring, I guess, and so I'd love if I could have them here.
That'd be fantastic. Okay, how do people find out more about the Cherry Festival and the Apple Festival?
They can go to our website, nicholsranchandorchards.com, or find us on Facebook.
Very good. Very good. Roy, thanks for your time. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Take care.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of